Let me be clear. Senate Bill 5360 gives the Attorney General's office unprecedented power to investigate, prosecute, and incarcerate anyone and anybody, however big, however small, whether they know of an actual violation or not, under this new and vague environmental crime statute. This is nothing about this legislation is clear. It's vague. And in this last striker, even the term and definition of entity was removed. Under this striker, under Section 2.5, let me read, unless the context clearly requires otherwise, the definitions in this subsection apply throughout the section. That is not found in criminal statute, where you have a definition except for when the Attorney General's office wants to read into the context of something else. When I go back to my community and talk about environmental crimes, and I explain that there were no side rails at all on this bill, anybody working under a permit, anybody, whether you're a pipe fitter, electrician, you're building, you're in construction, everybody can be prosecuted by the Attorney General's office under this. And that scares people, especially when you don't have to have knowledge of the actual violations. Because this bill cites the criminal statute 9A, I think it's 080010, which talks about what knowledge is. Knowledge is just if a reasonable person with the same facts would have known. Well, that's a little unfair to spend a year in jail, maybe more. Because under this new striker, every day there's a violation could be a potential another year in jail. So it can go on. But there's nothing clear about this bill. Actually, normally when you get a striker and another striker, it gets clearer. There's more definition. There's more stakeholdering. Actually, it's being pulled out. It's being pulled apart. It's actually less clear now who is an entity, who's going to spend a year in jail. But what's clear, when there is no definition of entity and the Attorney General's office, unless the context clearly requires otherwise, can define whatever they want. Right now, any individual, any business, any person, ecology can refer potential violations to the Attorney General's office. And we don't even have a fiscal note on what that's going to cost the Attorney General's office. That's not even there. We have a new striker that has ecology building out all these new pamphlets and information, and we're going to tell you when you're going to jail or not, but there's no fiscal note for ecology. That work is for free. I've never seen ecology ever work for free. I'm surprised I don't see 20 more FTEs. This is a dangerous step forward where the Attorney General's office has unprecedented power to decide of all those referrals which one they're going to prosecute and which they're not. The Attorney General's office is going to have the opportunity to say, pay your civil fine and maybe we'll dismiss your criminal charges. They're now going to have the ability to force people into situations that they otherwise wouldn't be in. This is a dangerous step forward. This is a step forward that I don't think the state of Washington's ready for.